the gospel, with the commandments of the Most High in Masharah. You have kept the word, go ahead,
of my patience.
Of my patience, kept the word of patience. Because it takes patience what we're going through. We're going through tribulation, trials and tribulations here. But we got to keep the patience, the word of patience. Because why? Every prophecy got to come to pass. What the Most High wrote and the prophecy, all has to come to pass before the end comes. And we're closing in on that time right now. Go ahead, Al.
I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
So he's going to keep you from the hour of temptation. Now, what is that hour of temptation? That hour of temptation, you got a problem at your job with white folk or whatever. Your hour of temptation. Yeah, I mean, that could be that's a type of temptation. But the hour of temptation the Most High is talking about is what? The Great Tribulation period. Okay? The 7-year tribulation period. Okay? That's Jacob's trouble. That hour of temptation. And nobody here went through that yet. We haven't been that there yet. Okay? Read what happens in Revelation 6 when the seals are broken. The first seal hasn't happened. The first seal is the Antichrist. That didn't happen yet. That didn't happen yet. The second seal, the third seal, the fourth seal, the fifth seal, the sixth seal, the seventh seal, that didn't happen yet. The seals aren't broken yet. I know some of us think they are, but they're not. See how comfortable our people living out here in the world. Seals ain't broken yet. Look at the seals breaking. And you're going to see death, destruction, and bloodshed up to the horse's brow. The blood's going to come. So we haven't seen nothing yet. We got to stop acting like we somebody, like the brother said, mimicking. Oh, some brothers mimic the words of the Bible, but not examples of it. That's why Paul said, perform the doing of it. James said, don't be a hearer, right, of the word, but be a doer. You got to be a doer of the word. Okay, go on now. Was that it on the fifth verse? Okay, go ahead.
Verse 10. Second to last precept. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them.
To try you, so come upon all the whole world. You know, the world ain't talking about the whole earth, it's talking about Israel. It's talking about you're the world the Most High is dealing with. So it's going to try you. You think you're going through a trying period now, on some levels, yes, you are. But we're talking about the hour of temptation. Jacob's trouble, the tribulation period. What we're talking about, what the Most High is talking about here, what the Yasharala is talking about. Go ahead.
To try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
And no man takes thy crown. See? So hold fast what you have. What do you have? Well, you have the truth. Okay, you know your identity. You know your language. Don't let nobody tell you don't learn Hebrew. Right. All that is lies. You hear some of these camps say that. Don't let nobody tell you that. Your language and your nationality is synonymous. They go together. Come. You're a Hebrew Israelite. That's what the Most High told Abraham. You're a Hebrew. Okay? He said, your name is no more Jacob. Israel is your name. Come. You're a Hebrew Israelite. So they're synonymous. So you learn the Hebrew. And the arsenal going to take up the classes we're going to have in Hebrew and intermission. Okay, don't nobody ever tell you to learn your language. Your language is not. Tell a Chinese man that. Tell a Japanese that. Okay? Tell an Arab he wants to know his language Arabic. So nobody tell you that madness. It's madness. Okay? Your nationality is important. It's a fundamental thing, being a man on this earth, to know who you are, what your language is, and where you come from, your culture, and custom, and identity, and who you are, your inheritance. Okay? Go ahead, Al.
Verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God.
See, your job is now to overcome. So that means, so what does it mean, overcome what? The hour of temptation. Because that's coming upon you. It's coming upon all people. That's why he said, call the leaders together. Read the book of Joel. Make an assembly. Call everybody together. Call the priests. Call everybody together. Okay? Do a fast. Assemble yourselves together. Why? Because you're going to need each other in these last days. To help you, because the hour of temptation is coming. So that's what the Masharah is all about. It ain't about no one camp, no one individual. Understand? It's about all of us coming together as a nation. Is what this is about. Going up.
And he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of Yahweh.
The name of Yahweh. How about that? See? And the night you come to truth, you take on Hebrew names. The name of Yahweh. The Most High will write his name in you, meaning in your spirit, in your heart, in your mind, so that you understand, keeping the law, statutes, commandments. This is what the Most High wants. Righteousness is what the Heavenly Father is looking for. Okay? Not all that pride, all that ego. That's going to be shot down. Go ahead, up.
And the name of the city of my Yahweh, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of the heaven from the Most High, and I will write upon him my new name.
So the new name, New Jerusalem, which is coming down from the Most High, from the spiritual. The Most High will bring his spirit down upon us in the earth. Understand? That has never happened before in history. Okay, come? He will bring his spirit down, New Jerusalem, down upon us. And of course, it's going to be in where? In our land. Jerusalem. Israel, Zion, Mount Zion, for the tabernacle of David, which is fallen. The Most High will build the preachers back up. That's why we had the brother bring 12 tribes of Israel. See the sign over there? Beautiful sign was made, okay, by a brother from the house of David. It was across our cup. Okay, that sign was made together. And then we got the Masharah sign, okay, the flag. So coming together with the Most High want us to do. Not all this individualism and all this stuff. Go ahead, Al.
Verse 13. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
Okay, so that's it. So with that, let's give all praise to Yahweh, Masharah, Mashiach, Yasharala. Hallelujah. 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 Yeah. So, with that, we're going to have intermission. I'm going to bring the brother Ash up, and he's going to tell you about the classes. Okay, we got 2 classes that are going to go on intermission. This is the first time it's been done at the Masharah Summit, so we're going to start moving from this summit on and on. The next summits, we're going to have like classes, so that the ones of you that don't understand, let's say the Hebrew, we'll have a Hebrew class. The other class will be a burial class. Okay, come, and they're going to give you a quick orientation about it. It's not going to be a full-length class, but a quick orientation, because we only got an hour intermission. Okay, come, and then other than that, they're going to serve some sandwiches and some water. And so we're going to have 1 hour, so just hold on, we're going to come back at what time? About 5? So, so you're going to come back at 5:30, then we're going to start the summit. Okay, come? Okay,
sisters, everybody in the song. All power and praise and glory to the Most High, huh? We the Hebrew Israelites, right? What is our language? Hebrew. Okay, so we're going to have a class on Hebrew. Everybody should support that class. Now, once we finish from up here, we're going to take 10 minutes to get some refreshments, let you stand up, stretch, get the blood circulating, get you a little something to eat and drink, huh? And then we're going to take 1 hour, like Zaquan said, we're going to be back at 5:30 to continue the second part of the summit, right? Now, the Hebrew class will be conducted in the last room. Once you walk down the hall like you're walking out the door, it's the last class to the left. That's the Hebrew class. And the Hebrew teacher is Karazal. Where's Karazal? Right here. Great Hebrew teacher. The brother have written Hebrew booklets, written Hebrew Bibles, Old Testament and New Testament. So go and learn. Huh? And the second class would be a burial class. It would be a burial, preparation, and will and insurance class. Now, the burial class, we're not trying to rush you up there to see the Most High. Okay, but it's good to know. It's information to know. You know, to take a lot of burdens off you and your family. It'll take a lot of burdens off your loved ones and your congregation. But this is something that you should know. It's just wisdom, man. You know, we come into this truth, we should try to know a little bit about everything. You should try to know the Hebrew, the language of Hebrew. You can't speak Hebrew. Come on now. Try to learn the language. Try to learn the history. Try to learn a little bit about herbs. Try to learn about healing. Try to read and try to read and fill yourself with everything, man. So when you get out there and teach, you'll have a lot to talk about. You can go into the scriptures and you can break down the experience. You ever see some of us get out there, read a scripture and get stumbled up and don't have nothing else to say? Read that again and then go back and forth. No, but if you can study it and read it and herbal and then moving around and getting all this information, you got a lot of stuff over here to share with people, right? Okay, so that that burial class will be held right over here at this table. And this class, the burial, will, and insurance preparation class will be conducted by Yachanan, Brother Yachanan, standing right here. Okay? Now these classes are not mandatory, but support the classes. Support your language. Support in case you get caught up in a situation concerning burial, wills, and preparations. It's good to know. And each summit, from this summit on, we're going to have different classes. Okay, the summit is not just going to be about, okay, we're doing the Sabbath service, we're coming up, we're going to break bread, we're going to sail, we're going to have a good time, you know, we're going to mention our departments. No, it's going to be about other classes as well. So from the Hebrew, Brother's going to give you the basics, but he's going to go deeper next summit. And in burial situation, he's going to go deeper next summit. He just might have one of his fake bodies here, to show you how it's really done, for us the body being cleaned and so forth, making preparations for the burial. So we're going to go deeper in these classes. So support, brothers and sisters. Is that a con? Is that a con? Okay. All right, Shalom. And
Y'all welcome me. Alright, so we have one, Ali going to come up next. Alright, so something that y'all might have noticed with this summit, 16th, is when you came in, we had everybody hopefully to sign in. And for all of the lilies of Yah, for all of the daughters, they should have received some type of bracelet. Alright, if you didn't receive a bracelet, raise your hand. All praise. Because with this being the 16th, it's like something we noticed something that, sometimes brothers will see the daughters, and daughters are very excited and beautiful. Sometimes we wouldn't know if a daughter has a husband or not. So there would be, a conversation that might ensue, and there was never an offense that we don't have, but something that we seen was to protect the daughters was that if you're married, you should have a red bracelet, all right, and if you're not married, you should have a blue bracelet, all right, all praise. And if you're a vendor, you should have a purple one. So we're talking about the vendors and all that stuff afterwards. We're going to have the intermission going to happen, then we'll have the performance part, salute man, I never call him. Oh yeah, soon as the brothers came in. We have a lot of acts came to go to too. All right, so we want to make sure everybody's either signed in or and also that the daughters are righteously and respectfully protected, because we're always looking out for you. And we're just learning how to figure out a better process. So expect this even at the next summit, all right? So you should be represented. You should be known and protected, all right? So engagements or betrothed is the same as marriage. Hallelujah. So you should either have a red bracelet or a blue bracelet, all right? And that's to protect your integrity. Also, Swan cut out to the house. And then we'll be started. Come on.
I imagine we'll put it half of them, stand and face the east.
Amen. One God,
Everybody face the front real quick. One more thing on the Hebrew class and the burial class. If you in a congregation, or if you came with Mickey that's in your congregation, or a few, maybe 3 or 4, you can split the classes up. Some of you can go to the Hebrew class, and some of you can go to the burial class, because they'll be held at the same time. So when you get back to your location, y'all can come together and bring both those classes together and share with one another. Come, does that make sense? Okay, come. So we're going to dismiss right for a break. Okay, dismiss 10-minute break, and 1 hour we don't have those classes. Support those classes.
What class he said? The Hebrew class?